guys are out there practicing, this is just a reminder, spectators, masks are required, so please have your masks on. Thank you.
All right, here we're back live. Bradley Open finals now here from Executive Strike and Spare. Last couple shots of practice. We got to fill out our bracket. So down on 29 and 30, we've got Simonson and Brandon Novak. (33 and 34), we got defending champion Kim Balabi and Trevor Roberts. 41 and 42. See Jerry Mars and Andrew Anderson. And right in front of us here, Steve Novak and Mike Martell. So I'm Craig Elliott, Bullstream TV, and I got Jacob joining me in the booth. Welcome, Jacob.
How's it going, everybody?
Been a long weekend. You've seen a ton of bowling. Who's your pick? We're going to put you on the spot right away.
Oh, wow, that is a tough spot. I'm going to go with defending champ, Kim Balabi.
I tell you, I didn't know how the bracket lined up as we're down there talking during the break, and I was going to say Balabi, Simon won the finals, but they're actually in the top half of the bracket, so they won't be in the finals together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Simo and Anderson in the finals with Simo winning. That's my pick. So again, quick recap. Top of the bracket, Balabi and Trevor Roberts, Simonson and Brandon Novak, Andrew Anderson and Jerry Mars, and Mike Martell and Steve Novak are the bottom four in that bracket. So get your picks out there. Get your snacks ready. We've got a couple minutes yet to go of practice, minute and a half or so. Best 2 out of 3, just like we were in the doubles. And $10,000 on the line for the winner here today. So tell us a little bit, Jacob, about your history in this event. You made top 40 last year.
That is correct. Last year was my first year bowling, actually.
You didn't bowl this year, did you?
I did not know.
You had to work.
Yes, this is correct. I have worked who knows how many hours now between these past 3 days.
All of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much open to close every day. But yeah, I made top 40 last year. It was my first year bowling. This thing's brutal, though, man. I bowled a lot of qualifiers here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to bowl this year, so I didn't get to bowl on it. The pattern being at this house, but even at Ken Bowl with the softer lane conditions, this thing is brutal, but it's a grind nonetheless.
We get the funky camera angle over on 33 and 34. The first 2 round championship pair will be 35 and 36, and that pair is staying fresh. Yeah. 40 seconds of practice. Quick shout out to the sponsors again: Motive Bowling, Cubic AMF, Creating the Difference, High Five Gear, the 7 Leaf, new local sponsor this year. Thanks to all those companies for sponsoring this event and helping us get that prize fund over $54,000 this year. 10 grand to the winner, 6 for second, and on down the line from there. You got a favorite moment this year, Jacob, of what you've seen here at this event?
God, favorite moment?
Anything stand out to you besides the 300? Only one 300 so far.
Yeah, there was the 1-300, which I don't recall where that gentleman finished overall. But I'd say, honestly, yeah, that's probably going to be my favorite moment so far. But if I go besides that, oh, man. Honestly, my favorite moment personally, watching Simo switching between going back up and switching with regular two-handed. Guy's a beast. He's insane.
Or lofting it 25 feet down the lane, up to one board. Or,
whatever it may be, he can do it all.
whatever he feels like doing at that moment. So with any luck, we'll see him in this next round. But right now, he's got some work to do to take care of Brandon Novak, who's won this event back-to-back and finished second the year before. He won it twice. So Brandon is always in the top 8 here, it seems like every single year. And it's a tough matchup in the opening round. But Simonson's not too bad. Kim Balabi, defending champion. Had a pretty solid look all day. Him and Martel just kind of traded back and forth, first and second, throughout the Cashers round. But the youngster Martel's got Steve Novak, and Steve's got a ton of experience. He's got a USBC Eagle under his belt and a lot of wins across the country. Local guy, actually, but he's traveled the country and bowled a ton of stuff through his career. Bowled at Saginaw Valley up in Michigan. A team with J.R. Raymond, Dan McClellan a few years back. And Mike Martel bowled at Robert Morris, I believe.
That is correct.
So some good collegiate experience, but you kind of got to give the edge to Novak in this one. I would give Balabi the edge in that one.
Yeah.
Andrew Anderson, Jerry Mars is a heck of a guy, good player, but it's Andrew Anderson.
I mean, yeah, that's really all there is for that explanation.
Yeah. And Simon was my 4 picks for this round, so let's see how we do. How did you enjoy getting to bowl with a lot of the pros last year in that round of 40?
Oh, man. I'll tell you,
good
as
experience?
just being how young I was 17 at the time, it was a little overwhelming, but, I did my best to keep it cool on the outside because, I don't want to freak out. But it is awesome. It is awesome. Whether it's even A squad or B squad just qualifying, it's awesome bowling with them, but especially bowling with them on Sunday morning, that is a special feeling. And watching these guys.
Who'd you get to bowl with?
Last year on Sunday, I bowled with Andrew Anderson, Victor Flory, and Simon Moat. And I think in the first advances round, I bowled with Mitch Beasley, one of the Lavery Spars, I can't remember which one. And Brent Boho was on that pair, and Justin Knowles was also on that pair.
Justin's won this event before.
Yes, he's very good. It's awesome watching these guys just split boards nonstop. These guys do not miss. They pick up everything they look at. It is amazing.
He liked it. Why not? Opening double for Martel. Washout for Trevor Roberts. Youngster out of the South region. Made the trip up this year. I'm guessing you might have heard about this event from Kyle Troop. They bowled some stuff down in that part of the country throughout the years.
Ooh. Look at that pin fly across the lane.
That wasn't too bad.
Nope, not too bad for Mr. Novak.
I think he's got to get some bonus pins for a shirt matching the ball. Give him an extra couple pins.
You know what? That should go into consideration. I agree, actually. Wow, that is a great point.
I think that's why everybody likes black bowling balls. They just wear a black T-shirt. But no, Steve's not messing around. He's got the orange track shirt on, and the colors of the ball match nicely. So
Tell you what, he loves that ball. I feel like I see him throw that ball quite often in this building, whether it's league night or this. Fugitive Solid, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him throwing that at the Derby over the summer, the Derby tournament that we have here at Executive Striking Spare. Man, he loves that ball, though.
So it's easy starting out. We're just early on in the frames, but once we start getting to the ends, you got to keep track of who's winning and losing.
Yeah.
We got 4 matches going on. Jerry Mars starts out with a couple of spares.
It looks like Balabi and Roberts are only people without a strike so far, but only in the second frame for Balabi.
Brandon Novak and Simo. Simo starts with a double, I think it looked like.
That's correct.
Or spare. Yeah.
Double 9 spare for Simo. strike 8 spare, pending another spare for Mr. Novak.
So I think with match play now being heads up, this is going to go just as slow as the last round went, even though it's 200 pair, because it's money time now. I mean,
Yeah, everyone's taking their time. They're focused. They're locked in. And they're trying to get some dollar signs in their
I mean,
pockets.
all these players are guaranteed 1,600, but you know they're only a couple rounds away from bowling for 10 grand. So
Yeah.
you're not just going to run a gun. You're going to take your time at every shot, be deliberate, and make quality shots like that one. It was, again, kind of good.
And Martell with the first 4 to start off this game. We got our first strike on that pair in the Balabi-Roberts matchup.
Tell you something else that I think Martell's going to have to get used to is Steve likes to talk.
Steve
You know,
does
he
like to
just
talk.
likes to talk, and he's going to keep it loose. He's going to keep talking, and he's been here before. So even though Martell might have the front 4, when it gets down the 10th frame, that's when you're going to find out what you're made of. You know, when you have to strike. Right now, you know, you're just getting acclimated, and he didn't miss by much.
It's a fine line you play playing on this pattern.
He'll make it.
We'll make it. All right, I like it.
Guys at his level are well over a 50% make rate on a split like this.
Look at you go. I'm taking notes. Don't you worry. I am taking notes.
Done this before. Actually, Chris Barnes made the 210 6 out of 6 times in New Mexico Open a couple years ago.
Wow.
In the championship match. Yeah. And I think he missed a 10 pin that same game, that same match. But yeah. Now see, there's something. Trevor, I think he's got to learn. Just get one, right? I mean, making the 4-9 is pretty. You know, it's pretty tough. Get one, get count. You know, because you got to win the game. It's not total pins. You got to win the game. Best 2 out of 3 advance to the next round. So you cannot give any freebies away. And Novak with the light mixer after that 210.
Looks like we got a close match, close game brewing between Anderson and Mars.
Yeah, Jerry, a couple of spare strike, and pretty much the same for Andrew. Andrew with a couple pin lead, but still early.
Oh. Seven pin again for Balabi on that lane.
Wow. Good shot, and he knew it too. Just talking during the break, he's going to be in the States for a while, but he does have to go home to Sweden to kind of renew his visa between some of the PBA stops for a couple weeks. So hopefully he can get back after that. Sweden has no bowling until September already. They're shut down again for pretty much the rest of the year, yeah.
Brandon Novak on a run of 8 spares against Simo. Simo double, 9 spare, strike 8 spare. Novak strike 8 spare, 8 spare, 8 spare, 8 spare.
Balabi with another strike now on lane 5. It's a little quiet in here, so you can hear all those pins fall. That was pretty crisp from Kim, our defending champion. said you were 17 last year when you bowled. So are you still in high school now?
No, I went to college, got through my first semester, decided not for me. So I'm back here at home now on the job hunt, but currently working here at Executive. Just a real quick shout out to all the staff here. Everybody here is awesome. Co-workers are better than ever here right now. And Jason, of course, does a great job of running the ship and keeping everything going in the direction it needs to. So just felt the need to give a quick shout out to everybody here on staff.
Absolutely. It's been a great weekend of bowling here. And we've mentioned several times the staff has kept this place running. And, you know, how many hours you guys have all put in. It's pretty phenomenal. Is there a sleeper back there? Can you see
There's
it?
a sleeper.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Converts.
It's way too quiet in here now with all the noise we've had the last 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a loud group, I will say, because I've been score running nonstop. It is a loud group that we have here. Ooh,
This one a little bit tougher.
2, 4, 8, 10. What? Definitely think he can make it, but definitely tougher.
All right, I'm going to keep my predictions going. He takes the 2-4-10 out of this.
2, 4, 10 out of it?
Yeah.
All right. You know, I'll go live on the edge. I'll say he makes it. I got faith in Steve.
That's surprising. Balabi has been pretty close to the pocket, and that one was not even close. We were both
This
wrong.
is 3.
Andrew Anderson down to 1 pin through 8 frames against Jerry Mars. How's Simo doing down there? Has he still got the lead over Brandon?
I do believe so as of now, yes. Let's see. Yeah, Simo still has a small lead. Can't quite see what Novak has exactly on his score. But Simo can double here and kind of take charge. And he does just that.
So this is really just kind of the first tournament of the year for you guys. So you got a lot of stuff coming up over the next several months.
We do. We have a Unity Baker doubles going on here February 20th. Pretty cool tournament idea put by one of our locals. You bowl with a partner of a different race. That's the only requirement, really. You just have to bowl with a partner of a different race, of course, for Black History Month.
Yeah.
It's gone over very well, as most people could expect here.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook, and I signed up immediately, as many other people did. So we got that, and then we have the Calcutta going on as well, ran by Doug and Matt Ogle. That will be February 28th, which I am signed up for both of those. So definitely need to start getting into some practice.
Yeah, you better start practicing quick.
Oh, Simo gets a turkey. Takes a pretty commanding lead down there in their matchup.
All right, big double for Trevor
It's a
Roberts.
7 now.
Keeps him in it.
That
Can
puts some
actually
kind of pressure
strike
on.
now and take the lead, I believe. Yeah, strike will get him right back into it for sure.
Definitely making it a game. Martell's starting to widen his gap on Novak.
Steve can still go 236. Martell's pacing 226. 2 quick strikes here, put some pressure on him. Oh, sorry, here's Steve. Oh, looked a little slow off his hand. Going to hold?
No,
No, it didn't get there.
2-pin.
Wow. I think he slowed it down to get it to, and the ball did nothing. Yeah, that's the confused look. That's the Bradley look right there.
That is, yeah.
I threw that good, and it didn't even get close. Thanks for playing.
Down on 29-30. Looks like Brandon Novak can strike here to finish with a 200 for his game. Simonson can punch out for 246. He's on off a turkey going into the 10th.
Oh, and Trevor Roberts just opened to give a little more cushion to defending champ Kim Balabi. Strike here, and Balabi goes up 8.
I'm not too familiar with Trevor. How old is he?
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s? Okay. He's just young looking, so I was curious.
Well, I guarantee you he's pretty confident he made 2 good shots there, and he's got absolutely nothing to show for but a couple of 9 spares. That's brutal. Robert, I qualified my call as Martella's underdog experience-wise. I mean, that's experience in match play is huge, and Steve has a lot more than Mike. That's all there is to it. No knock against Martella. Got a solid game. I watched him bowl several college events on the streams, but you know, head-to-head's a whole different deal. Qualifying is, maybe you learned, Jacob. Qualifying is one thing. You know, cash round's a little different. Now we're in match play. It's a whole new ball game, right? Scores are relevant. You just got to beat the guy across you, whether it's 120 to 121 or 299 to 300. Doesn't matter. And a lot of factors come in, and these are the shots that you learn from. He's got a nice commanding lead here in game 1, but Steve doesn't give up.
So it's a best out of 3. A lot of frames left to bowl. Some bowlers always got to keep in their mind if they're down early. Really nice shot there from Balabi. And it is fun watching him bowl.
Up 27. Jerry win that first game?
I believe it was Anderson. Jerry left a 410 I saw in the 8th or 9th.
They got done quicker than I thought.
They did, yeah.
So Simo's up 1-0.
Yeah, Simo's up 1-0. It looks like
yeah, Balabi's going to go up 1-0. Martell.
Jerry Mars did win that first one.
Thank you, Todd. Oh, so Steve's just going to try a different ball now. See if he's got a.
Yep, I was wondering if he was going to try a different line and ball out.
It's a couple free shots right here.
Yep.
That one did the same thing as the other one.
That did, yes. Look very similar. Andrew Anderson with a double now on 41 and 42. Steve's got that Bradley look, just like you said.
Well, after a second, third frame, I thought, you know, he's going to shoot 240s, and then
Thought he had a very
210,
look.
248, 10, and just, yeah, lost, and then made a couple good shots and went 9 spare, 9 spare. The thing is, he's not off by much. That's the frustrating part as a bowler. Is he's really, really close, but it doesn't matter. Close isn't good enough.
Especially when your guy you're facing shoots 240 at you on a very challenging pattern.
So Balabi, Simonson, Mars, and Martel all go up 1-0 in this best of 3 here in the opening round of the Bradley Open. Losers, I forgot how much to get again. $1,600 to lose this one, so this is a $1,400 match. Right? That's that's a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
Right? Between this round and next round, it's a minimum of $1,400. And then $6,000 for second, $10,000 for first. So win a couple matches, you guaranteeing some extra change to make that drive or flight home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's 2 guys left that flew in. Balabi, well, he's been staying in Ohio. And of course, Simonson lives in Vegas now. Bought himself a little bowling center out there. Little 8-lane center he's been redoing and fixing up and working on machines and all sorts of that stuff as a business owner. Stuff you got to do. Let's watch on that shot from Balabi. He's in the 190s. He's only struck 3 times, though. Little ball change. That looks like one of the jackals.
Yeah, I think that's the new one. Most recent jackal.
All right, see if Steve learned anything from his 10th frame. Now back to that same ball.
Oh.
Yeah, that looked fine. Looked like the second frame.
Definitely did seem like he maybe got it down a little touch earlier, but a little bit more to the right. I mean, it's already close to the gutter. Not much more right he can go.
That's the thing that drives you crazy there, right? So you're trying to play, you know, let's say 2, and you hit 3 or 4, and the ball doesn't get to the head pin.
Mm-hmm. Not many
I
tournaments
missed left,
offer you that one.
Missed left, and it's still not close. So that's, you know, that's not something you see on a house shot.
There's your noise. Wow, Balabi's still struggling on 34. Cannot find it. For what it's worth, both are struggling. Martel bounces back from the split.
Jerry Myers has 66 in the 4th, spare in the 5th. Andrew Anderson sits on 108 in the 5th, strike in the 6th. So a nice little lead as he's down 1-0 in that match.
See, Brandon Novak Simonson matchup. Novak started double, 9 spare, 9 spare, 8 count. Simonson strike, 7 spare, 7 spare strike. Oof. Wow. He almost got both of those out. Wow.
Almost. He almost got an A.J. Rice carry there.
Yeah. That guy's sick. He didn't make the cut, but he's still sick.
Trevor Roberts is pretty fortunate that Balabi is not really getting lined up, or he's, you know, still going to be in it, but he hasn't got much right now either. Andrew Anderson just 7'10".
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
136 to the 7th for Anderson.
Simo just took the 7'10" out late on the Messengers.
No, Novak opened on his 8 count, too. In the 5th frame in their matchup.
I think it was a 2-8. Oh, he missed it. He whiffed it, huh?
8-1. Simonson on a double now.
Not going to hit it. 7-pin for Trevor Roberts. Pair of 9 spares that round for Steven. Opening round of matches here at the 2021 Bradley Open. Give us a quick share. Hit the arrow at the bottom of your screen and put this out there on your social media pages. Thank our sponsors. Support the sponsors. Drop them a note. Tell them you appreciate them. So we can get them back next year and more.
Brandon Novak does not have a good look down there on 29 and 30. He is constantly out of the pocket.
Jerry Myers looking at back-to-back 8 spares if he converts this. What is that, a 3-6?
3-6. Well,
Nope.
take the 3 off.
Yeah.
Balabi with a strike on 34.
And that gives
That's a big win
Andrew
for him.
that gives advantage back to Andrew, even after his 7-10 in that match. And I mean, yeah, Jerry had a chance to really put some pressure on there, and wasn't able to. And Andrew's going to try to jump back in it. And yeah, that was close.
That's what Andrew Anderson does.
Yeah, that's a professional shot right there.
Yeah.
Your opponent gives you an opening, take it.
Step on their throat.
2 Novaks are not related. Steve grew up in New York, and Brandon's from Chillicothe, Ohio.
It's a 4-bagger. Ham bone for Martel.
Been waiting for that? Been waiting to sneak one of those in there?
Kind of very, very casual
You
ham bone.
got to set Rob Stone $1 though for saying that. So just there's copyright infringement there. So.
Yeah.
Simo staying in command down there. So Martel gave a little shout to Novak after that last strike to say, "Hey, I'm here. Come and get me."
Definitely, bowlers are starting to get a little chirpy.
Oh, just a weak 8-pin.
So we're going 1-1, it looks like, in that matchup. Anderson and Mars.
Yep. So Balabi, Simonson, and Martel were all up 1-0. We're a game apiece in the Anderson-Mars match. And Martel with the lead here. Same for Balabi, and Simo leaves another 7-pin. Looks like they're about even, aren't they? Actually, there's our frame off there. See, 7. No, they're about even. You got better eyes.
Yeah, I think I do. See, Simonson had
Oh, I know you do.
126. Simonson had 126 in the 6, strike, and then now 9 count. Looking for a spare. G converts. Novak starting to walk it out a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He calmly walked that one out right up his hand. He peered that. Shaped it a little bit more, and the ball read beautiful. And Trevor just doesn't look comfortable whatsoever.
See Brandon Novak. He's a 10 pin. So he had 115 in the 6, strike, 9 count. So looks like he's down 11 to Simonson.
He had to be even if he would have made that spare earlier. Simple as that. Make your spares, boys and girls.
Practice your spares.
They get expensive, yeah.
So if there's anything I can say while I'm on here, it's practice your spares. Nice 310 conversion. Pretty sure that's the first turkey for that match over there on 33 and 34.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. There were 190s to 170s and only 3 strikes that game for Balabi. So. So we'll have the winners of the Balabi Roberts Simon Novak match. They'll be on 37 and 8 next game, and winners of the other 2 matches will go over to 33 and 34. So we're going to have you know, a little bit of play on the right and left side on both pairs, and we're going to have, you know, looks like righties and lefties potentially in both those matches. So it should be fairly even as far as lane breakdown goes after that first round. And the championship match will be on 35 and 36, and that's back on the fresh.
Very nice shot there by Steve.
This one's not over.
Yeah, Steve will crawl back in there. He will definitely put the pressure on you. Simonson, though, looks like he leaves a 2-5 in his first shot of the 10th frame. Can spare strike for 206, and Brandon Novak can punch out for 215. So Brandon Novak's got some life. Steve's feeling it now.
That's a big shot. Yeah, that keeps the pressure on Martel. Well, Martel's up 1-0. He doesn't have to win this game. Big difference. Right? He can afford to lose this game where Steve can't. If Steve loses this game, he's out. Jerry Meyer 7 spare, 8-1. He's got 27 in the second. Andrew starts out spare strike. So Simo shoots what?
206. He strikes on his fill.
So Brandon's got a double.
Yes. Needs the first 2.
Oh, that ball faced up nice.
7 in a row for Martel now this game. That's one way to answer to a split. I'll be 5 in a row in their matchup against Roberts.
Brandon Novak first shot, gotta have it.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, that was
Flush.
with authority.
That was a 2-time winner strike.
But it's gotta have another one.
Balabi definitely lined up now. Starting to feel comfortable.
Yeah, that one's pretty much over. I mean, it seems early, but he's locked in. And Robert snuck in a double there, but he's got a lot of work
He's
to
going
do.
to need some help from Kim. Oh, Brandon.
10-pin. Martel can lock this one up right here, I think, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't like, and count too.
Yeah. That is big coming off that long string of strikes. So Simo takes that matchup against Brandon Novak.
Yeah, Novak can still shoot 257. Now it's 245. All right, yeah, 245 is the max score for Martel.
Or 255.
Or 255, yeah.
Yes. So this can go down to the very last shot in the 10th for them.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
Act like you knew you had the whole way, Michael.
Yeah. We've seen that happen so many times. That ball just keeps backing up, and I mean, I'm going to guess he might even say that could have chopped quite easily. Makes a spare. Spare strike is 240s. Novak. Well, he can shut him out.
So I was just about to say that Novak can punch here. He needs strike here, first 2 and 9 to shut out Martel in this game. Oh.
Trevor's still just struggling, just not finding anything to build on and stay comfortable and keep throwing strikes.
Oh. Novak making it the hard way with the 2-8. He can punch out for 235. Pin for Novak. Just didn't quite get there. Balabi, yeah, he's lined up now. Hopefully he can keep that line going to his next pair.
Yeah, so even 9 out is 233 for Martel. The most Steve's going to do is 224, so Martel's going to advance.
So we'll have Balabi Simo for one matchup. Martel against Mars or Anderson. And Mars with his third split of the game.
Yeah, it looks like Andrew's taking command in that one. Unfortunately, Jerry's just too many red circles. Good run, though, for Jerry. Top 8. Yeah, so Balabi, Simo, Martel, and barring something crazy, it's going to be Andrew Anderson. So they're finishing up down there. And we'll get ready for the semifinal match. Thanks for your help. Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring Todd back in for this one, and I think probably Jason for the championship. So 2021 Bradley continues here as we finish up these last couple shots to make it official. Semifinals up next.
All right, guys, moving on to the semifinals. Bowling on 33 and 34. Andrew Anderson versus Michael Martell. And on 37 and 38, Kim Balabi versus Anthony Simonson. When you guys get down there, when you guys get down to your lanes, you're going to have 5 minutes of practice. Yes, bowlers, your lanes are on for practice.
All right, semifinals here at the 2021 Bradley Open. Jason Ushwal back with us for both rounds possible this year until you get called out. And, you know, in theory.
I made sure to bring the checkbook with me. I don't have too far to travel.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to suck up to you now that you get the checkbook. How you doing? So we got Henderson and Martell to our left. Simonson and defending champ Balabi to the right. And, you know, as we knew the top 8, I would have guessed this would be our championship match, but it's a semifinal match, so.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have to see how it all plays out. Balabi, you know, he's got a good look. He's been towards the top all weekend long and looking to go back to back.
I was going to say, you know, what a great motive plug again. You know, 2 motive guys in the semifinals this year, just like last year.
Well, the thing is, you know, I think it's because Brett threatens them. If you don't win the tournament, you're off staff. So, you know, I mean, one of them's all luck. Sorry, boys, but.
Hey, and they're both using forged flares as well. So
in the history of the event, we had back-to-back winners, 15 and 16, Brandon Novak, and then Tracy Lamberth in 94 and 95.
Yep.
so it's only happened twice. Could this be a third?
Well, we definitely have potential for it. I mean, two tough matches, but, you know, you look at the match here for Simonson and Balabi, you've got the guy that's probably had the best morning in Kim to the guy that's had the best look all weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. I don't think he's trying to get lined up. He's just trying to burn a spot.
Well,
That ball left dust on the lane. You see that? I swear there's a line of dust going to the pocket there from that shot.
I'm a hop off just
I told you,
quick.
you thought you'd be here the whole time, but work always calls. So a few more seconds in this practice round of the semis, and we're going to, keep moving along. So who's your picks? Hit the share button. Get it out there on social media. Blast it out there. Let us know who's doing what. Give us some updates on the PBA show if that's on yet or over. No idea who won. Even the players that are here in attendance at both those events, they're not giving away any secrets. So we got Balabi and Simo, and Andrew Anderson against Mike Martell here in the semifinal match. Here we go.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right. We expect it.
Yeah.
Busy man.
Yeah,
Andrew Anderson starting out.
A call from the boss on the phone, so I want to make sure I pick that one up. He was.
Well, your wife's here. What do you mean, the boss?
That's boss number one back there, boss number two for
right.
work. You know.
All right, I got you.
So, just asking how everything went, and it's always great
Fantastic.
to get a call and from Larry checking on how everything goes. Always like to see all the events go well. So, really appreciate the call.
All right, who's going to go? All right, Martell. This is the one thing that always drives you crazy. Even having the buffer pair, they still give courtesy to full pair over.
Yeah.
Just go. Dang it, go. Got to keep that pace going.
Keeping with the same ball as last round. There you go.
Yeah.
Only 18 miles an hour. Why not?
If you're into that, it's acceptable.
Acceptable.
And a reminder again, we'll be back on the fresh 35 and 36 for the championship. So it's been sitting here oiled for a while.
Yep.
Sitting nice and just waiting for a couple of victims. As that pair has been tough all weekend long.
It has. It has been pretty tough.
No matter fresh, burn, double burn, it's been tough. Set that down short. Yeah.
Yep.
got a hook. Yeah. Whoops. Ew. Kind of have a can opener 9-pin there. That was odd. And you're looking to start with an early double against Martell here in their semifinal. Yep. A little pep in his step.
Good shot there. Low inside.
We mentioned over a $54,000 prize fund. Losers of this round get $3,000 apiece. Winners are going to bowl for $10,000 for first, $6,000 for second.
Yes.
The numbers compared to last year are up a lot. I'll just say it that way.
Significantly?
Yeah, that.
For the main event or overall?
Both.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually just saying that to Larry on the phone. He was asking for the numbers and how we did in comparison to last year. You know, to me, I don't know if I'm ever satisfied with numbers. I always want them to be more or aspire for more, but
That's normal.
Definitely an improvement. You know, the last year I believe it was in the low 50s, maybe even upper 40s for the singles. This year we were 56, 57.
Okay.
Doubles wise, you know, honestly believe it was in the mid 70s last year for doubles. We ended up with 86 or 87 this year. And then for the main event, we had approximately 145 last year.
Oh, yeah, up a
And
bunch.
this year we're up, we're at, I think, 188.
187, 188,
Yeah, 187, 188. So,
that's like a 25% bump.
yeah,
better,
I mean, and a lot of things went in the favor in regards to events this year, and scheduling. You know, the curveball that we've had for everybody, like we've said a lot this weekend, is for the pandemic and what we've been dealing with. So you never know what numbers are necessarily going to be. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of bowlers for the event due to COVID restrictions or
Sure.
quarantines or anything like that. So, you know, for the numbers to be where they were and considerably higher. And then, we had honestly a lot of collaboration and help with the PBA this year. I got to know and talk to Tom Clark quite a lot. His son and my daughter were bowling in a lot of events at the same time. Worked with them in the office, hoping to not see any conflict to allow the bowlers from the PBA to compete as well. And that worked out really well. So I think all part and part with that, I think a facility change and allowing the extra space as well. And a lot of local bowlers participating. I think it went really well.
I agree. And again, like I said, during a pandemic year, it's fantastic to have numbers up like that. Good deal. Just going to make it harder to top it next year.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the downside.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we steer clear of any scheduling conflicts, if we can do something similar, if we have everything under control in terms of what we're dealing with restrictions and we're back to a level of normalcy, definitely got the potential to get there. A lot of people have been really happy with everything this weekend. Had some really good feedback, different suggestions from people, so we're already going to look into those. Take a touch of time off before we basically get started on re-advertising and promoting for next year.
I'll tell you, I think the key this year, though, and hopefully people will realize it, is years to come, is location. You know, I mean, bowlers, you know, especially the travelers, always talk about expenses. You don't have to rent a car. You can.
Yep.
It's probably a $5 Uber from the airport, which is 3 minutes away. You can walk to your hotels, and you're good. I mean, that's a savings of, you know, $300 right there, $300.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, convenience was great here. You know,
Yeah.
airport's literally across the street, like you said. Uber, Lyft,
Probably,
taxi,
probably hotel
whatever.
shuttle, right? You know, you
Oh,
have to
yeah,
pay a
easy.
hotel shuttle and walk, just walk. Literally, there's 5 hotels, less than a 5-minute walk.
Right. No, I agree 100%. The convenience is definitely a plus. The majority of people I talked to this weekend that are staying in any of these 5, 6, 7 hotels right here, you know, it's just the ability to walk. You know,
Yeah,
if you've had a drink or you just you don't want to drive, or you know, you're literally in walking distance of 4 hotels.
I'll tell you a thought. Maybe you can even convince the hotels to have the shuttles come here a couple times a day.
Yeah, that's
You know,
that's definitely a great idea.
I mean, if people got to bring bowling balls, but still, it's not that far to walk. I think I was saying something to somebody earlier. It's no different than walking through South Point with your bowling balls.
Right.
When you can, I'm staying at Residence Inn, which is 3 hotels down, and I guarantee you the walk from there to here, dragging bowling balls, is shorter than South Point from your hotel room to the, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really not that far.
No, not at all.
But, you know, maybe shuttles would be cool if you could talk me into doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. It's
I mean,
not.
they drive right by here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time we're working with these hotels for a lot of different functions and events. You know, sometimes we're allowing them to have overflow parking by, you know, parking either staff cars or whatever in the lot. So, you know,
There you
I'm
go.
sure that's something that we can work out to where,
Yeah, have them reciprocate a little bit.
oh yeah, definitely. You know, and as I said, there's a lot of bowling events coming up this year, especially here for us. I can't speak for some of the other centers, but, you know, I know what we have, and I know what we've got coming in. You know, like I mentioned as well, Bowl Expo's coming up in Louisville, as long as, knock on wood, everything's still moving forward as planned. PWBA event coming in, youth events coming in, Derby tournament that we host every year. So this year that starts April 1st, runs all the way until August 1st. A lot of the same sponsors, like I've mentioned before, for Motive and for Creating the Difference. So, you know, there's just so much stuff, like you said, that we could work with the hotels and work out something that reciprocates for both of us.
Sure.
That works out really well. Both matches staying pretty tight. Any interesting questions in the chat?
Normal stuff. Same questions about the pattern. Yeah, thick, long.
Yeah, I get
Just here, modified house. It's modified house.
I get grilled on that one on a regular basis. What are you using? How long's the shot? What's the volume?
And I tell you, your better players usually ask 2 questions: what type of oil, what type of machine, and that's as important as anything else.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they know how certain oils break down and how certain machines, you know, put oil on the outside of the lane. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, Martell's going.
Big shot right here. Kind of reinforce the lead. It's close.
No bucket crumbler there.
Yeah.
That's right, Joe. Don't forget about that bourbon fund. I think there's only one or two that I haven't tried in the lounge here yet, so I have to try that before we go. Probably the most well-stocked bowling alley bar I've seen in quite a long time.
For here?
I mean, we are in Kentucky, so nice selection in there.
Yeah, I've got a pet peeve as well. I don't like to see us run out of any products. There's no point in me offering to sell something if I can't have it and provide it. Need a score correction up there.
Andrew, a little hip check.
Justin.
Gets it out of there.
Should be getting that score correction up there. There we go. Wrap 7. Becomes a big shot here for Kim now. Maybe. Ouch.
If he makes this, it's going to be a 9-pin lead for Simonson here in game 1 of the semifinals, best of 3.
Yep. Like you said earlier, these fairs here are not as easy as they originally appear. You would think that a 10 pin's an easy shot for a lefty on most conditions. Not the case. Playing the hardest
easy
straight
for
up.
Kim Balabi.
Yeah, playing the hardest straight.
But again,
helps.
you have to, right? Especially in these matches now, head-to-head. Qualifying, you get away with missing a spare here or there, but now, no.
Yeah, still close here too. 2 pins on the left. Pushed out the 10 over there.
Oh.
Wow.
From a 10-pin to a 7-pin.
Oh, wow.
All I can say is nice shot.
Yep.
Frustrating for Andrew. Threw a good shot. He's sitting at 133 in the 7th. Take a quick peek at that score. When he's down to Martell. Get that pirate out of there. 12-pin deficit right now.
It's close.
A 9-pin game there.
Yeah.
So format right now is best of 3. This is game 1 of the semis. Win 2 in advance. Is the 10-pin fall for Andrew? Is that just a 4-7?
It fell.
All right, just a 4-7.
Excuse me. Still in control right here.
Yeah, he can't be shut out, but he can lock it up right here.
Yeah.
Right? So what's
Double.
Kim's max score is what, 26, 27,
No, I think Kim's
27,
17.
17. No,
Yeah.
no, 15, yeah, 17.
So it's
And Simon's
double
pace
count.
is 16.
Yep. So strike spare, Balabi has to sheet to win.
And there's not many three-baggers this weekend, so.
No, not a lot. But if anyone's done it, it's these two. Oh, wow.
Martel pace of 195. Max score for Andrew 201. It's a winner.
That's a shot right there.
Need to mark.
Mm-hmm. Good shot.
Actually, 9 miss would force a double down here in this match. So he doesn't need a mark. Well, he does to win it, yeah, but he can
Right.
still. 9 count here is big. At least force a double out of Andrew.
Oh, wow. And he takes it. Need another score correction.
Safety shot. Double 9. All right.
Yeah. Gotta have it. Anything less than a strike on the first ball, and that game is over. And that should be game 1 right there.
He's 8.
Yep. And that's game 1 there. So that's a
One for
Simonson.
Simonson.
Yep.
By his reaction, he liked that shot.
That's enough. 203, Martel.
We need to pipe in some crowd noise, Jason.
What's that?
We need to pipe in some crowd noise.
Yeah, do that like every other sporting event right now.
That's right.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not pipe in some crowd noise?
A little somber in here right now. A lot of money on the line, though. Guys are taking it serious as they should.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's taking a little bit extra time on their shots. You know, seeing what they can do and what they can line up at. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Andrew try something a little bit different here on that fell ball to see where he finishes up, and what different look he could maybe create.
So our non-offensive term is the players are being very deliberate with their deliveries right now.
Yes.
It's just saying they're freaking slow.
Yes.
Right? Big difference.
It is.
We're into game 2. Simo up 1-0 over Balabi, and Martell up 1-0 over Andrew Anderson.
It's a good shot right there. I was going to say it looked like
Yuck.
Martell changed bowling balls there.
I don't think I like that ball change. 7-pin shy of a Greek church.
Definitely not the best way to start.
Just make it.
Why not? Let's make it interesting.
He's trying.
He is. Good run at it.
Simon, I think, is just firming things up this game.
I think so too. Wow. I mean, nothing like throwing at 19.5 miles an hour on that.
Larry Bird, this is best of 3, so it's a game for Simo and a game for Martell so far in the semifinal match. 10-pin for Anderson, his first shot, game 2. Guess you could call this a $3,000 match as far as guaranteed money goes. Loser gets 3. You win, you're guaranteed at least 6.
Yep.
So I guess I'd be more deliberate with my my approach if that was the case. You know,
I'd be taking a little bit more time myself. That's a little inside.
well, I think he's kind of going with the Tommy Jones tragedy we saw a few years back when Tommy was bowling against
John Zerbinski.
John Zerbinski, right? I mean,
Yeah.
John had the look, but he couldn't carry. So Tommy knew if he could sneak in a double somehow in there, he would force John to change. You know, because John had a great look, he just couldn't get 10. And I think Simo's at. He's up 1-0.
Yep.
And he's telling Balabi, look, you're gonna have to shoot 210 to beat me.
Right.
Because I'm going to throw a couple doubles and make my spares and come and get it.
Yep. I agree.
That's a pretty good strategy. So
It's funny that example you gave because that's the same one I was going to say.
Yeah.
You know, John that year had
oh my gosh,
a great look.
He had the berries, but just couldn't get 10.
Right. The ball would get there all day long, and it just couldn't go through the pins completely. It's like it lost everything.
It was comical.
Yeah. And then Tommy was just firing it.
Yep.
You know, sometimes that strategy definitely works.
Yeah, it's just, hey, you know what? You're going to have to beat me. This is what I'm giving you. Try to beat me because I don't think you can. And that's what Simo's doing now. So, you know, I mean, from the outside looking in for a spectator, they might just think that Simo's just chucking it down the middle. Oh, no, there's some serious strategy in what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot better shot. Looks like a Jackal legacy over there with quite a bit of surface.
Yeah, he played around with that the last match towards the end there.
That's definitely coming back harder than the flare. flat 7. Balabi still staying with that flare. Same thing, same result. Four lanes apart, same 7 pin. Oh,
Whoops.
yeah, that was unexpected. Kim cleaned his up. Going back and forth over here between Michael and Andrew. Yep, there you go. Oh, triple 5 pin forward.
Slap it out. Slap it out.
Great shot from Andrew.
So game 2 of the semifinals here at the Bradley Open 2021 version. You see our sponsors on the screen there along with 7 Leaf, CBD, and High Five Gear.
Yeah, we've got a couple of other sponsors on there as well. Freeman HVAC, they did a great job. John came up and bowled this weekend, like I've said in the cast throughout the weekend. And Aaron Martin as well. With the Just Be team, they've been great support. Both come out and bowled through the weekend. Aaron bowled the Bradley as well. So, like I said, all the sponsors have been great help all the way through. 7 Leaf is local. H5G have been a great help. Cubic AMF and Terry Roars, our rep here, always super supportive. Was planning to be here, but he's moving. So,
Hi, Terry.
Yep, hi Terry. And then Motive, like I said before, super supportive with each event that I host, whether it's this one or a youth event, getting involved with the Derby and some other events that we're doing. Scott Hewitt, Brett, Nick Parr, all the guys there, the Wilbur family, all of them super supportive. Can't ask for more. And then I think Ron sat in on the live stream earlier, Hicklin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's always wanted to be involved. And like you said, I think his main ambition is to always educate as much as possible. So, you know, always appreciate their support. Still both close here. Got 11 pins there separating them. Switch balls back.
Ugh.
I bet you tripped out
Oh, he
that.
broke it up. He
yep.
broke it up, yeah.
Tripped up the 10.
And I'm going to give a shout out to Todd McGill, who sat in with me quite a bit this weekend. Made the trip down from Ohio to check out the event and really helped out on the stream and helped with getting some scores there during match play and stuff. So thanks, Todd, for that assistance.
Yeah, Todd's been great. He hosts a couple of winning spots for me. Runs a lot of great events up there at Coleraine. Had a lot of friends go up there and bowl. I've gone up and visited and watched some. Haven't bowled in any, but my bowling's a little few and far between right now. So
Isn't that fun when you spend all day in the bowling center but you don't bowl?
It's crazy.
I've been doing that for 8
Crazy.
years. I haven't bowled over 15 games in a calendar year in like 4 years.
I'm still getting in a little bit more than that, but it's not a lot more. It's not a lot more.
So I did make an announcement earlier that this is the last show for me, and it's interesting. And you know, we talk about how small the bowling community is. So the last event at your past center, I broadcast.
Yes.
And now my last event is back at your center again. So apparently we're good at shutting each other down. But it's been a lot of fun to be part of the Bradley and see the growth over the last 7 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
The first time was Tommy Jones won it back in 2014. So yeah, 7 years ago, the first time that we broadcast the Bradley Open, and you know, it's been one of the preeminent tournaments in the Midwest for this is 42 years.
41. 1979, 42. You're right.
Yeah.
That's sleep catching up with me right there. You know, I'm working on probably about 9 hours of sleep in the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah. Who needs sleep? It's overrated, right?
Yep.
But definitely been a pleasure working with you numerous times. You
Yeah,
know,
it's nice. Yeah, multiple events. You know, we went, you know, the Bradley several times, and the collegiate event, and
Yep.
just a casual hi, how you doing once in a while. So
Yep.
yeah, it's been fun, and who knows what's next.
Close. Just a bit inside. Still right in the mix of that game right there.
Well, you're welcome, James. Thanks for being a fan. And Bullstream TV will continue. It's just not going to be me. So we'll have the rest of the information out within the next 24 hours on the path forward for the company. But it's still going to go. It's time for a new face.
You guys made any announcements on that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Actually, get a press release out to Bowler's Journal. And, they can do the breaking news, right?
Breaking news.
But you know, as I mentioned a bit earlier, I've been very fortunate to travel all over the country to the best bowling tournaments over the last 8 years. You know, from local high school stuff to top amateur stuff like here, and PBA majors and PBA 50. One of my favorite stories, highlights that I remember telling the first time I did a senior stop down in Florida is I go to walk in the bathroom and Johnny Petraglia opens the door, right? And I go to leave and Pete Weber opens the door. That's kind of cool for people like us that grew up watching those guys on TV, and now I can call them friends. So I'm very fortunate to, right place, right time is part of that story, but then a lot of work and a lot of miles traveled through the years.
That's all fate stuff right there, isn't it?
Hundreds of thousands of miles traveled over the last few years. Oh, goodness gracious.
That's a game changer right there.
That 6-pin wiggled.
Yeah, it did. That completely changes the dynamic of this right here. Oh, great cover.
That's Kim Balabi, ladies and gentlemen.
Great cover.
It's a question for you from Aaron Rose. I'm not sure if there was ever a rule against it. Well, when did the Bradley start allowing pros? Have they always been able to bowl? It's open. It's a Bradley Open, so.
I've always done it.
Yeah.
I've always done it. When I inherited the event or took it over, whichever way we want to put it, the last winner was Smallwood. So it was even before I had taken it. Dan McClellan had won it the year before that. So I think it was probably a couple years before that, before I'd taken it, but I have every year. It's something that I hear on a regular basis. There's some people that are super excited and always happy to see the guys that they're crossing with to have an opportunity to bowl with like a Simo or an Anderson or Tommy or Malott, any of the guys that are coming and bowling, they just look forward to the opportunity to do that, to compete, to cross with people that they can only typically watch on TV.
Or think of it this way: would you pay $350 to play around with Jack Nicklaus? Yes.
Yeah.
Or to play 1-on-1 against LeBron James? Yes.
Yeah, of course. And that's what a lot of people like and want to do. On the flip side of that, you know, you constantly hear, oh, you may have more people if they're not bowling. And, you know, I'm appreciative of everybody's opinion, but I don't agree with that. I think it levels the event out. I've seen any different type of player compete in this event. Cash, win, place. You know, so yeah, we've done it. I've done it in regards to letting people bowl since 2013. I will continue to do it until for the whole time I run this event. So.
Well, and look at Friday Night Doubles. Not a single pro made that top 8.
No.
And that was on a house shot.
It was.
So if it gets any easier for him, there it was. And, you know.
Yeah.
And there was that was a pretty stacked field.
Oh, it was
Friday night.
It was definitely stacked. And a lot of these guys that are bowling today, like you said, bowled that day. You know, Andrew was bowling with Aaron McCarthy.
Yep.
You know, everyone else out there was. Malott was bowling. Tommy Jones was bowling. DJ Archer was bowling. And like you said, none of those guys made the top 8 in the doubles. So.
Martell trying to fight back in this match.
Yeah.
And a little too close to call right now with Simonson and Balabi.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, Andrew's still pretty much got the lock over there, depending on how everything goes. Martell can still shoot 213. Double for Andrew in the 9th probably puts him clear. That is a little harder.
Yeah, probably one of my best memories of doing this stuff over the years. Ryan Downer just mentioned it. I did Adam Barta's one of his Guinness records, and we actually raised money for Paige Lejeune as part of that event. And I've been great friends now with the Lejeune family since then. And you know, we met just because of this. You know, it wouldn't have happened. We got to play golf with Paige's family a couple weeks ago in San Antonio, and I see him in Houston on occasion, and we're actually bowling the fundraiser event for their cancer society down there in a couple weeks.
That's awesome.
So you know, that was in my birthday fundraiser was for that same Big Love Cancer Center that Amy, Paige's mom, and Paige actually passed away just before that event with Adam Barta. She's now the executive director of that fund, so we've been really good friends because of that event. So that's pretty cool.
It is. It is, definitely. I think, like we've talked about a lot this weekend, I think bowling's done a lot to give back to people in general. I did something very similar with the single shootout. I originally designed it just because, Kurt Pelon had brought up to me that the guys were looking for something to do on Friday morning in town.
Mr. Pelon.
Mr. Pelon. But, we renamed the event last year, the Fairchild single shootout. Mike Fairchild had won this event before. Unfortunately passed away from an aneurysm. And so we donate some of the proceeds to aneurysm research. So, that's our little bit that we give back from that event. Mike was a friend of mine. I bought a lot of local events with him, 40 over, 40 under. Great guy, great family. His sister, Melanie, came out and presented a trophy last year. This year she couldn't make it. So, anything I can do to honor his memory and give back at the same time is great.
That's fantastic. Yeah, the one thing the bowling community is great about is giving back. There's no question about it.
Very much so.
And Balabi could have shut Simonson out with that strike, and that 10-pin was just not going to go.
No.
So that's 194, give him the spare.
Yep. And that's a match over there for Andrew. That's going to be a 1-1.
Yep.
So, and we need Simonson's going to need a double here. I would say it's on his preferred out of the two lanes. But definitely matching his hands right here. And great first shot.
He hadn't thrown a strike since the fourth frame, and he labeled that.
Yep. Yeah, this is it right here.
Unreal.
Shot right here, 1 strike puts him in the final, and if that's the case, we will definitely crown a new champion.
Oh, that's right. Balabi looking to go back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Martell throwing his 10th frame, but that's over Anderson. Nice 235.
Trying a different ball.
Yeah, might as well. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So
Here it is right here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Almost.
That's a 1-1 on both sides. And that puts that puts an onus on spare shooting right there in the 7th from Kim to pick
Yeah.
up and convert that spare.
But
Otherwise,
I
it's
still
game
like.
over.
Sorry, I still like the strategy we talked about. Simon wants to look, if I can sneak in a double, you're gonna have to shoot 2-0, and that's exactly what would have happened. You know,
Right.
and he wins. So he just wasn't able to trip out some of those 9 counts. But
Right.
still, I'm 100% behind that strategy.
Right.
You know, it just doesn't always work out in your favor. Kind of like the pre-vet defense, right? It's a great strategy if it works, but what are you really preventing? You know.
I agree.
Martell finishing up. So game 3's in both of these semifinal matches. Andrew Anderson starts out with a strike.
That came up good.
So now the question is, can Simonson afford to have that strategy again? Now he needs to win. Not having to win that last game afforded him to do that, but
I don't know. I mean, personally, I still think it's a pretty safe strategy. You know, forcing someone to count. You know, came through a great spare.
yeah, he made
Convert
6-8
split,
to win. Yeah,
but
basically.
he still had to get it. You know, as great as these guys are and as accurate as they can get, you know, you leave another one like that, then the odds are not typically in your favor to repeat it.
Good afternoon, Jordan Asperg. So, anybody got updates from their friends out at the Tat? I know a couple guys out there. They're not sure what the status of that event. Today's the finals. Also, updates on who won on tour today. Haven't seen that yet either. It's kind of neat to have Zach Wademan here. We got the bowl on TV yesterday, and he's here bowling. He still had that grin was going ear to ear. For his experience he got to have on Fox Sports.
Well, that was a hell of a run too.
That's what I heard. He shot little 800 the first 3, and Smallwood guy.
And Anderson was one of his opponents.
And Wes, and Wes. So that was. I didn't realize that he'd beat Wes. I didn't see the show, so I was sitting right here with Wes, and Zach walked by, and somebody said, nice bowling, Zach, and Wes was like, yeah, nice bowling.
He's a funny guy.
That's good stuff, though.
Yeah, I was.
He's all in jest, but he's great. Yeah, nice job, kid.
I was showing Wes the prize fund yesterday. I always like to get feedback from a couple of different guys throughout the field, and he goes, "Man, there's a problem with this." And I'm like, "Okay, what is it?" He goes, "You're not paying 53rd place.
Yeah, right.
There's no check."
Still like a 1 in 4.5-ish ratio. So
Pretty close. Yeah.
and nothing wrong with that.
No. That just did not finish.
Nope, never got there. And Martell with an open frame.
Yeah. Flag that spare to the right. think this shot has a tendency to do that to you. You know, you start steering your shots, and then you start pulling them.
I think this might be just as tough as that 6-8. that little 3/4 bucket.
Yeah.
You saw that ball kind of wiggle a little bit. Hydroplaned a touch there, but still made it.
I actually seen a lot of guys sanding their spare balls today. I was watching Pelon do that earlier. Good off the hand.
Yep. So it looks like Troop won the event. Is that right, Larry? Chris Weiss shot 300. Nice.
Nice. Oh God. That's 3 good shots from Andrew over there.
And wasn't Jesper on that show? So somebody beat Jesper?
Who were they saying won?
I think Troop. If that's if that's over, just a match, I think Troop might have won it.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, Larry. Well, I think the PBA would be proud as all those guys kept it pretty tight-lipped over who won those events.
Yeah,
It was taped a few weeks back, so.
just looked it up real quick. Troop was the winner.
Well, nice job, Kyle.
Yeah, I could have told him a couple hours ago. Yeah, pretty good participation in our event here from the majority of guys that have made those shows.
Yeah. Well, I remember the first year we had Tommy bowling. They were replaying the Japan Open, the Japan Cup that he won, while he was bowling in Lexington. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And Martel he's losing it.
Got that one inside. That is not a good time to do that.
That's back-to-back opens.
Yep.
16 pins his last 4 shots. It's not good.
Close.
Andrew's got to be looking at his chops right now. Game's far from over. Anything can happen, but Martel has got nothing at the moment and just not executing. Looks a little
bit
quick.
out.
A little quick. Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of popped up on it.
Yep. It's not an easy spare there. You know, to get the ball to go through those pins right now with what's on the surface, you're going to have to be right on it. Good cover.
That's big time cover. Yeah.
Great shot. Anthony switched. Ouch.
Yeah, he went to that ball earlier this game, and he just missed right. The ball doesn't have as much surface on it.
No, it doesn't.
So I think he's trying to get it down lane a little bit, but it's just not going to recover. That's the problem.
Still a long way to go. Got a chance? Nope. It's going to have to double now. Good cover.
So championship match is going to be best of 3 again as well on 35 and 36. So they're going to get, what, 10 minutes of warm-up because they're back kind of fresh, or what's the plan there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yep. Good run at it.
That's the way you got to make it if you're going to do it. So you really had nothing to lose at that point.
Good cover. Game's still not completely over there.
No, Kim's still got to stay clean and keep the pressure on. Martell needs a strike here.
Change balls again. Venom shock.
I call it a good ball change.
Yeah. Wow. Nice shot for Andrew. thought that was there too.
Yeah, so did he. All right, Martell can shoot what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 233. And 229 is max for Andrew Anderson. So even with those opens, that split conversion was big for Martell. He's still in it.
Very much so. This shot will make a big difference. Different ball. He's playing 2 different balls on 2 different lanes.
Yeah, Kim's doubles partner rooting for the win there. Osku watching. How you doing, Osku? Swedish League. Kim was telling me that there's no bowling in Sweden until like September.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, but he has to go home for a couple weeks to, you know, whatever repatriate or whatever the term is to get another 90-day extension to come back. So, I think between a couple tour stops, it sounds like he's going to run home and hopefully he gets back out there to come back and finish bowling the tour. So
Yeah.
seems like something else we're learning a lot of as far as the immigration rules and all these bowlers over the last year with all the restrictions. And, you know, it's not as easy to get in and out of some of these countries as it used to be.
Right. It definitely seems a lot more difficult. Different comments from different people that I've talked to. I know a lot of friends and family that live overseas. And traveling for some of them is almost impossible right now.
Yeah, we've taken for granted in the States to be able to hop in the car and drive wherever you want. And it's not, you know, that's never normal everywhere else, but it's even tougher right now. So
Yeah, 100%. Good cover. It's the same spare he missed in the second.
So this question for you, Jason, do you have a certain age to bowl? Oh, is he talking this tournament, I'm guessing? Right.
No certain
You don't
age to
do
bowl, really.
Do you do youth waivers?
Yes,
Okay, so yeah, anybody can bowl.
anyone can bowl.
I don't think Andrew can believe he just left a 7-pin on that shot. He's going to have 159 in the 8th. Well, we will have a chance for a defending champion. We know that so far.
Yeah.
Who is his opponent going to be? Too soon to tell.
I'm going to hop off here real quick, write a couple checks, and bounce right back on.
Good deal. We're going to get ready for this championship match here at the Bradley. After this game is done, we'll have to do a little camera move to get it back on 35 and 36. And we're waiting to see who Kim's opponent is. Just enough of that spare. 10-pin advantage. Henderson cannot be shut out, but as we've seen, strikes are not that easy to come by right now, and the extra Martel can put some pressure on him. Final score in the Balabi match, a lot to a little. Balabi wins 2-3. They're 2-1, excuse me. Ooh, and he missed it. Wow, just handed it to him. Just needs 5. Oh, tough way to end it for Martel. All right, championship matchup. No, that was kind of anticlimactic. We're going to have Andrew Anderson against Kim Balabi. Got to make a quick camera change, and we'll get to practice, so don't go anywhere. Tell your friends, come on down, hit the share button. We're back with a championship here really quick.
All right, going into the finals, we have Kim Balabi, bowling Andrew Anderson. You guys' lane lights are coming off for 10 minutes of practice.
All right, here we are live from the Bradley Open Championship match here, Louisville, Kentucky. Executive Strike Inspire. We got Kim Balabi, defending champion, against Andrew Anderson. 10,000 for the win, 6,000 for second. And Balabi had a pretty nice look in practice. A couple different balls were peeling off the gutter kind of at will. So Andrew's got his work cut out for him here. But he's a pro. He knows what he's doing. He's won big events before, and I expect a pretty good match here between these two great players. So welcome back, Jason Newswell, Tournament Director.
Appreciate it. Great shot.
And even through one.
Call that a draw right there, right?
I would. I'd say they're even. Andrew tucked up pretty tight against that ball return, playing pretty direct, drifts just a little bit left, up to about 3-4 board, and boom. And I would say really no advantage, right-hander to left-hander, the backhand fresh. They got to break the lanes down however they wanted them for themselves, so comes down to execution now.
Yeah, pretty even on both sides with that. I mean, like you said, going to fresh. One on the left, one on the right. Both got a clean look. No one's going over on top of each other. So really going to kind of be who makes the best shots and
who executes. It's best of three again, correct?
yes, it is.
Yeah, same format all the way across. So.
Same format all the way.
And I teased Andrew, let's just make it one game and done. He's like, really? No, it's best of three. It's just rock, paper, scissors for the 10 grand. Huh?
Heck, if he wins the first game, he might ask if you were for real.
Yeah, right. Well, he said, no, I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge. Oscar, I don't know what that ball is. I did tell him he's got to throw it because it matches his shirt. So if he's changing balls, he's got to change his shirt as well. But I don't know what that thing is.
Still trying to keep it even.
Makes it easy for our math skills. Just keep doing the same thing as your opponent, and it's still even.
That's always great when you've got limited sleep and your math skills are going to be, a little bit pushed at this point in time. It's gone pretty quick this weekend. Seems like it.
No. But another good event, another good solid weekend of action. Great to see all these players. Good shot. Players doing what they like to do, and being able to make some money.
Oh yeah, the again payout's pretty nice this year. The increased participation definitely helps being able to do that. So top 8, I think, paid pretty well. Quarterfinals 1,600, semis 3,000, second place 6, first taking home 10. Not bad for a $350 entry.
I'd take it. No, I wouldn't. I don't want to have to bowl that many games. It's a lot of work these players put in. They're earning every bit of it.
What you're saying is, if you get a free pass to the final and then bowl for it, without all the extra games.
As long as it's one game. Yeah. I only bowled about 15 games a year, so yeah, this weekend would wear me out.
Oh, wow.
He did that in practice on that lane too.
I'll say one of my favorite participants to see this weekend for a great story for coming back to bowling was Tim Mack.
Absolutely.
You know, that was phenomenal to have him here. You know, I watched him bowling a lot growing up overseas. You know, he bowled a lot of overseas events himself, and Thomas Lee Anderson and guys like that. And, you know, to see what he's gone through physically and then to bounce back and participate and bowl well and was really close to the cut, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't far off from being here Sunday morning.
Yep, he was close. That desire never leaves you. It's just the ability to do it is what the struggle is. Nice shot from Andrew.
Right.
And, you know, he said Tim's, you know, physical ailments, you know, he was a linebacker at Penn State, so that takes a toll on you right there.
Oh, yeah.
And all the travel, all the bowling he's done through his career and all the travel across the world. He's competed in, I believe the last number was 50, competed in 53 countries. Right?
Yeah.
And and probably won in like 30 of them, I think, was some crazy numbers. So, but, you know, late in the day yesterday, he just looked a little tired, a little winded, you know. He's just not used to doing this kind of stuff anymore, you know. But he was the best amateur in the world for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I think Andrew found a little something there.
Yeah. Got a good look.
Got a really good look. But yeah, Tim Mack's a good dude. Really good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, like I said, great person to talk to. Super appreciative for everything. You know, like I said, great to see him back bowling. You know, I just hope to see him back next year and in multiple more events, you know. Yes.
Wow. Did not expect that. The 7-9, not much you can do about that
Right.
shot. I didn't expect.
No, just didn't finish. Push straight through.
It got really quiet in here.
Yeah.
What happened? Where's that crowd noise? Come on, pump it in.
Got to figure out how to do that next year.
Let's get a live band playing.
Done that once this weekend.
That's right. I did hear him the other night. Oh, he likes it. And he
Good
should.
shot. Definitely a good shot.
And I'm sure, you know, some of Tim's bowling here, he was definitely thinking about his good buddy Terry Long, who just passed away from COVID recently. Terry owns a bowling center in Northern California, and, you know, him and Tim bowled a lot together, doubles events all over the country. And that was a big loss for the bowling community.
Yeah.
Could spend some time with Terry. Actually, I had dinner at his house last year in Vegas. So a big shock to see him go through that. So, and his daughter actually, nice shot, Andrew, bowled the women's stop and cashed a couple times. So it was kind of cool to see that a couple weeks ago down in Arlington. Well, I think Balabi knows this one's pretty much done. Another strike here, and it's all but over. So it basically gives him 3 frames to try something else.
On the other side of things, I wouldn't want to change anything.
Yeah, Andrew, absolutely not. But like, same thing, you know, he's going to have a couple shots. To, you know, you never know what you're going to have to do later.
Oh, no.
You know, we were talking about strategy in the earlier match. Same thing here. You know, if you got the match wrapped up, if you're out of it, it's free practice. Because this is best of 3, and, you know, lanes will change. So never hurts to try a different ball just to see what kind of look you might or might not have.
Oh, I agree.
226 max score for Balabi.
Got to have this one to even push
Yeah,
it.
I mean, force Andrew to mark once.
Yep.
He needs them all to force Andrew to mark one time. So, you know, it's not mathematically over, but, you know, the odds makers in Vegas have it, you know, pretty
Heavily stacked against.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
Oh, trip out of 7. Good shot.
All right, he did his job.
Great shot.
That was close. Best of 3 championship match. Defending champion Kim Balabi is going to find himself down 1-0 to the youngster from Holly, Michigan, Andrew Anderson. Won his Masters tournament in Syracuse a couple years ago. Had to catch a ride with Tom Clark and Janae Haggerty and a couple other players or people up to bowl in Portland, Maine after that event, and it was a rainstorm and they had a flat tire, and Andrew just won the Masters, and they made him change the tire on the side of the road in a rainstorm. A little rookie hazing for the kid a couple years back.
There you go. Have that, buddy.
Well, is Kim going to try a different ball? You know these better than I do now with the motive equipment and what you got. I mean, he's got a couple strikes now, but yeah, it's a free 10th frame.
Yeah. Just got to see what he's got in his hand over there.
Yeah, it's even more challenging this year with all the surface, or, at this event with all the surface on the ball. It's tough to see what some of them are. The color schemes definitely help. And that
Yeah,
one
that's
does.
a forged flare. Balls look good all weekend for anyone that's had it, to be honest. Seen a lot of new Jackal legacies for a lot of people. Kim said he had 2 of those in his bag when he first got here. Couple Alpha Jackals. Like I said, a lot of the forged flares. Just, these bowling balls just go through the oil really well. Give you a lot of good shapes. For me, with all the stuff I even personally throw, I've never had a bad look with any of their equipment. If there's a bad shot, it's operator error, not equipment error. More often than not, it has a tendency to make me look better than what I am. So
I remember they had the Motive Revolution tournament at Thunderbolt a few years back. Oh, it's probably been 5 years now, 5 or 6 years ago. And so I did that event for Scott Hewitt and the Wilburs. And I think it was the original Jackal I got there and a couple other balls. And I won a couple city titles with that ball that year. So I like that ball a lot.
yeah,
A lot.
Yeah, they've got a couple on there that have, unlike some of the other companies out there, they've kept a couple bowling balls on their ball selection chart for a couple of years, and they continue to be successful. The Venom Shock is a great benchmark piece for anyone that's looking for a ball that's super dynamic on a variety of different conditions. It's got to be in the bag. And then, although I try not to pick favorites in a bag for when I'm playing, the Jackal Ghost is always one of the first pieces in my bag. Got a couple extra ones just for when the other one gets a little bit tired. So, yeah, I've got a lot of friends that have started throwing motive equipment. I've had an opportunity to talk to them about what to use, and there's a lot of people that are giving the equipment an opportunity and an opportunity that it should get. I honestly believe if you haven't tried a piece, I think you're possibly missing out. Put a piece in your hand, see if you like it. Can't go wrong with it. Come out and try one of the motive test drives.
That's the best way to do it. Go out to a demo somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And because bottom line is everybody matches up differently to different stuff, and you got to find what works best for you.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
100%. I mean, you could be a lefty watching Kim right now and really want to try the Forge Flare, and he throws the ball fantastic. It just might not be the right ball that matches up for you, but that test drive will definitely put you on the right path to picking the one that is. Wow. I think 2 or 3 different pins hit that 10 pin and it still stood up.
Yeah, I remember one of my first demos at Thunderbolt again in the arena, and it was must have been just before the World Series, because I actually made the Arsenal Low Flare just for the World Series there several years ago. And same time they had their first blood come out. So the first blood's a big hooking ball, goes farther, hits harder. And I'm over throwing this Arsenal Low Flare, and I just fell in love with it. I mean, It was fantastic. And I took it home and bought a whole bunch of them, and sold a whole bunch of them. It just matched up absolutely beautiful. Kind of like Andrew's matching up right here.
Yeah, he's definitely got a great look right now. The ball's reading great for him, going through the pins, light hits through the pocket. It doesn't really matter right now, but it also helps that Andrew can split a board in half.
Yeah, that helps. And I think the message for our viewers, that bowl leagues and other stuff out there is when you go to if you see somebody that you mentioned earlier, people see Andrew throw this ball or Kim throw that ball, I want that ball. Doesn't mean it's going to work good for you. Go try stuff, and you never know what's going to work for you. I went to that demo. I wanted that new first blood. That's what I went there for.
Yeah.
And I find out this one's way better for me.
Right.
For me, doesn't mean the same for you.
Yeah.
For anybody else. So try different stuff, talk to people, and have people watch you bowl. And once you find, a couple balls of the right brands that work for you, jump all over it.
Yeah, I see that on a pretty regular basis. I try to host 4-5 test drives a year, and you've got a lot of people that come with the mindset of the ball that they already anticipate that they want to have, and honestly 9 times out of 10 they go home with something different.
Yeah, that gets you in trouble. Unless you got somebody at the test drive or demo trying to educate you. Look, and I struggled with that, even as a sales guy. When I was sales for Global, people would ask, hey, what ball is good for me? I don't know. I got to see you throw a ball.
Right, 100%.
I was never comfortable answering that question without seeing somebody throw a ball.
Yeah, I think, like you said, that gets you in trouble a lot. If someone's never seen you throw a ball before, and and I don't mean this as any offense to anybody, if someone's out there pitching a bowling ball to somebody that they've never seen bowl before, no offense,
walk away.
Your interest is not in their best interest. They don't have that in their vision for you. They're trying to sell something, and I get that, and I've got the utmost respect for trying to make as much money as possible. But the people that want to see you succeed, whether you're a league bowler or tournament player on whatever level, they definitely have to see you bowl. They've got to have a knowledge of what your ball's doing, how it's reacting, what you're looking for, what piece you're looking to add to the bag. So, like you said, Craig, go to these test drives, try out the piece, go to a pro shop, get them to give you some feedback. Work with someone that's got your best interest in heart.
100%, and there's a good shot there. Same thing. If you walk in, if you don't have a pro shop picked out or someone that knows you, just walk into a random pro shop and say, I want ball A. Their answer should be, let me see you throw it.
Right, 100%.
I mean, yes, they're there to make money, but again, a reputable pro shop understands that if I give you good service and something that's going to work for you now, you're coming back.
Yeah, you should always bank on repeat business. And that's, like you said, in the pro shop or in the bowling center. I think honestly, I think that's what separates Strike and Spare for me from a lot of other facilities. There's an onus on giving great customer service. Larry's pitched that to me a million different times. to just make sure that we're providing the best customer service.
That's all you got that sets you apart from anybody else, honestly, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, there can always be the bargain basement places in town that are going to drop the bottom off of the price. Just because it's the cheapest doesn't mean it's the best. If you provide the best quality customer service, that means you're providing the best experience for your customers.
Yep. Oh,
Out
got
of
a
trouble
break
there.
Big break there. Yeah, I've taken that same mindset to my new role with, doing some sales and marketing and explaining to customers, look, we're not cheapest, guaranteed, but
Right.
if you call me with a problem, I will make sure it's taken care of immediately.
Right.
That's,
That's all you can do.
but I was raised that way in the bowling industry, small town back in Michigan, family-owned center. That's what you have that sets you apart. I mean, how many bowling centers are in Louisville? So, but I mean,
12.
you can go throw
10,
a bowling
12,
ball
yeah.
anywhere you want, but where are you going to get good customer service? Where do they appreciate you? And what's going to make you come back? And that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, and it's taking constructive criticism as well. You're not going to, you know as well or better than I do, you're not going to make everybody happy no matter what you're doing on this side of the business.
Well, I do. I make everybody. Well, there was that one person that one time. But other than that, yeah, no, I know what you mean. No.
But, you just, sit back, listen to what they've got to say. Sometimes you're never going to win the argument. But if you hear what they've got to say, you try to implement a couple of changes. No different than with me for this. I've had a couple of great comments from the weekend. I've had a couple that have given really good suggestions. You take it on board, you implement them,
Yep.
you fix it, and you continue to make it better. So,
Kim Balabi needs to make this spare and does not, and he's in trouble.
yes.
Down 1-0, and Andrew's got a pretty darn good look. And Kim, well, maybe not so much yet. The one thing about I watch with him, though, seems like if he gets through the first couple of games on the fresh patterns, then he gets it dialed in.
Right.
I think if you look at his scores throughout the day, we saw that, Yeah, 203, 168, 258, 224, 204, 233, 215. Yeah, it came to him after a couple games, so. He can get there, but he's just got to have a chance. Ooh, trip 610.
All looks the same up there right now. Good shot.
Really quality shot. That six pin just laid and tried to bounce out of the gutter and just couldn't quite get there. Spare here is 12-pin lead for Andrew through 6. Up 1-0 in this championship match. Motive, 7-leaf, CTD, High Five Gear, Cubic AMF. Great sponsors again this weekend. Thank them. If you get a chance, support the sponsors that want to support bowling.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, 2 other sponsors as well. Got in a little bit late, super supportive. Appreciate their help. Freeman HVAC and the Just Be team. John Freeman, like I said, came up and bowled, and Aaron Martin as well, so I appreciate their help. All the other sponsors that you mentioned, especially Cubic AMF, everything that Terry's done. Motive, like I said, I can't say enough about Motive. They've been on for years now with me, super supportive of everything that we're doing. Scott Hewitt, Nick Parr, Brett Spangler, the Wilbur family. Can't ask for more. And then, like I said, Ron Hicklin does a bunch for all the different events as well. So just go out and support these guys. Anyone that's sponsoring any events, really, ultimately they're in it to see the bowlers succeed. So, check out their website, stop in the store, purchase something from them, support the companies that are supporting bowling.
A double here, we got a tie.
Yeah. That is not going to be an easy one right now. Good cover.
Doing his best John Travolta out there, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Say it.
No, not for me.
Staying alive. Or is it the Bee Gees? I might have screwed that up.
Kind of both, really, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. One of the two. It was almost a good joke.
Good shot.
Are the Bee Gees Swedish? That would have made it even better.
I don't know.
I got to do more research before I try to pull these jokes out of nowhere. Let me work on that. All right, Andrew. 2:14 max score for Kim Balabi. Andrew's pacing 2:04. Either way, you're going to get a champion who's earned this title. Kim looking for back-to-back. Andrew looking for his first to add to his ever-growing resume. Ooh, that sounded good.
Yeah.
Even with headset on, that was loud. The things you can't see off camera, though, that I think are important to point out is Andrew just threw a good shot, not getting excited, took a second, walked around, took a deep breath, compose yourself, and get back to work. You know, not getting too wound up. Just keeping a score there. See, deep breath. All right. What's the term? Trust the process.
Yep. Big shot right here.
Just make another good shot.
Yep. Makes this one, and he's going to force Kim to have all of them.
That looks a little in. Yeah, just a touch in. It doesn't get there.
Could set up a potential tie.
Yeah, we do have a possibility of a tie again.
Great cover.
What is the format if they tie for a game? One ball roll off? Or we want to figure that out.
Yeah, I think that with a tie, it would still go to the third game.
So it's a half?
Yep.
Okay.
But I will double check that after this next shot. Should have that prepared to go, but still.
Well, sorry.
No.
Throw you under the bus on that one.
No. No throw me under the bus.
No, I can't read. It's too small. That's my only complaint is it's too small. Or my eyes are that bad. Balabi, nice shot. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? That was a weird pin carry. Big shot.
Yeah. Makes a big change there. Changes a lot. Don't really have to worry about that tie question right now.
No, he bailed you out.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he bailed you out on that one.
Thank God for that, right?
Thanks, Kim.
That was his intention the whole time.
Andrew's still pacing 204. Kim's max is 194.
Yeah, he is. Got to have all these. Great shot.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks everybody else out there for the kind wishes as I move on to what's next in life, and you know, you'll have some fresh faces in the stream next year here in Louisville. Just have to wait and see who that may be.
We'll wait for the big announcement.
Just waiting for my press guys to get it taken care of. Send it out to you know, the marketing PR firm, and they don't work Sundays. They're waiting for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they should all be watching this. Super Bowl's overrated. Everyone already knows Brady's going to win.
I agree. You know, you can't bet against him. Go blue.
Who knows? He could even have Belichick on the sidelines kind of looking for some calls on the other side.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. That's a great finish.
All right, 194.
Couldn't do any more than that.
So a mark
Yeah.
for the title. Any spare wins you an extra $4,000 here. Andrew Anderson up 1-0 in the championship match. 10 for first, 6 for second. And hey, you know what? Heck of a finish for Kim as he struggled through that both those games and got up in the 10th. Got all three, and he's forcing Andrew to mark now. He did his job. I almost can't watch this stuff we've seen this week.
That's it.
Oof. Oof.
That's it.
That
right
was
there.
with authority. Andrew Anderson. He's got 2 shots to get 1 pin. I like his chances.
So do I.
I think Vegas makes you bet about 10 grand to win $1 on that. So
Yeah. And a strike. High heat down the middle.
Andrew Anderson, there's our champion. AA. All right, Jason, thanks again. Get down there, hand out some trophies, some checks, all that good stuff.
Yeah, just before I jump off here, I want to say it has been an absolute pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Multiple times. I will miss you. I'll have to text you more often on.
Be around. Be around, yeah. Somewhere.
Also wanted to just give another quick shout out to the team in the background. You know, I can be the face up front talking about a lot of stuff for the tournament and interacting with people. But if it wasn't for my wife, Brandy, Deanna Carroll, especially Justin Peach, and all the team here at Strike and Spare, cameo appearances from Philip Cox from Murfreesboro this weekend, helping out wherever he can. Things like that wouldn't make this event run as smoothly as it did. So I appreciate all you guys.
And on to next year.
All right.
Jason's going to get things going. We'll keep it live there. Yeah, just pull it out. We'll get Jason on the right mic and get out there and do his presentations.
Want to make sure I don't trip Andrew up over here. Awesome bowling, my friend. Awesome bowling. I'm going to try and do the best version I can of an interview over here. Okay. So,
put Jason on the spot.
Thoughts for the tournament overall this weekend to start with?
They're hard. Your ball doesn't hook much. That's about it so far. But, you know, what an event. You know, I try to make it to you every year. Yeah. And every year they're just as hard. And I think I have a game plan going in. And then, as you can see, I mean, I'm going – I've never thrown the ball this slow. I've never had to throw it so straight. So I'm just happy to be here, man. What an event! Thanks for having us, of course, an executive bowl. It's been a great event.
Awesome. We really appreciate having you. That's awesome bowling to finish off.
But,
Definitely some emotion on that last shot for the strike for the win.
yeah, you know, I haven't had much success in this tournament, to be honest with you. I mean, I've had a cut once, and then, you know, I've been bowling good. Coming in this weekend, I just wanted to make a run, right? And I mean, to be honest with you, I did not think that I could have 240 at all on the fresh here.
Right.
So that was the best game I bowled in a long time. And that shot on the 10th, I was nervous, man. I was super nervous to try to throw it that slow over my left toe, and you know, it just I've been saving it all, I guess.
Well, I can tell you from watching from the back, from the stream, didn't look like there was any nerves up there at all. I mean,
promise
that
you
shot was pure all the way through.
I promise you, there's a lot more than you think.
Got any words for Kim?
Oh, he bowled great. I mean, to win the tournament last year, runner-up again this year, and honestly, like, he was a train wreck. Like, you just didn't want to face him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell he had 270 once a match, it felt like. And I feel like I got fortunate. He lost the right lane for a while there.
Right.
If he would have figured out the right lane, I don't know. It would have been a much more high-scoring match because I lost this lane heavily. So it was a great match, and, you know, Kim, awesome bowling on this, man. To do what he was doing back-to-back years on this, it's really incredible.
Yeah, it's impressive on both sides. You know, you get to the final, get all the way there. You can't do much more than what he did to defend it, but
Right.
that was awesome bowling to turn around and be the new 2021 Bradley Open champion. So I'm going to have Justin bring you up the trophy right here. I'm going to hand the mic over real quick, see if you want to thank anybody.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring Kim up here, see if we can get a couple picks and everything.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of people to thank, as you can see. Thanks to Radical, Turbo, of course. You know, Bowler X, Team Fish. I mean, my Team Fish buddy unfortunately lost in the semifinals. You know, hats off to Simo and Martel on a great run as well. And, you know, Sagano's. And I just have so many. I know there's some people watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the texts and everything. This is a good one for me. It means a lot. It really does. Thanks for having us again, and thank you to Executive Bowl and your whole staff for running a great event, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Great bowling, man.
All right, there's our champion, Andrew Anderson, 2021 Bradley Open champion. We'll get Kim Balabi up there now to get his second place check and trophy.
Like I said to Andrew, I'm a little rusty with this interview, and I probably did this in the wrong order. Thoughts for this year's event?
After the first block, I thought it was like not even close. You know, I bought $12 of air balloon pads, and,
Right.
and that pretty much made me have a look again.
Right.
Yeah, and then after 15 frames on final step 2 yesterday, and I managed to find something that I didn't even see. So I'm actually just happy to be here.
What are some of the key differences that you saw on your run last year to this year?
Oh, they were a lot tighter,
Yeah.
tighter, and we had to use a lot more surface overall. And you know, I love the challenge, and I'd love to come back.
Being a fellow motive guy myself, what were the key pieces that you were using today?
Oh, Legacy and Forge Flare, they control the pocket and gave me the best look. Unfortunately, I catch the hardest pair in the building.
Yeah.
I know fellow lefties had 120 and 140 during qualifying on that pair, and I know I had 160 on that one.
Yeah, you made it look a lot easier there than a 120, 160.
Yeah, so I felt like I did everything I could, and unfortunately, the ninth break there, ninth frame was a rough one, but oh well, those happens.
Oh man, you can't do much better than that to defend a title, getting all the way to the final.
Yeah.
Thoughts for Andrew and his performance today?
He bowled phenomenal the whole day. I mean, we've gone up against each other a couple of times, and you know, it's always a tight battle, and that's how it should be.
Yeah. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure hosting. I appreciate you guys coming out. Look forward to hopefully having you back next year for 2022.
Yeah, of course.
Great bowling, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate
Great
hosting
bowling.
the event.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone that's watched for the 2021 Bradley Open. Appreciate everyone at home watching. Again, appreciate Craig. Appreciate the team. Appreciate Justin that keeps trying to get out of my shot for the picture over there. My wife Brandy in the back, my kids, everyone at home, and the Strike and Spare family for supporting my event as well. So we'll sign off.
and we'll look forward to next year.
All right, thanks, Jason. Great job. And everybody here at Executive Strikes and Spare, thanks for hosting us. And for me, that's it. See y'all somewhere. Bye for now.